I kind of knew he was going to attack me with a lot of off speed. His fastball wasn't closing the zone, so I was, in my mind, I was looking middle away for something slow, maybe a slider. And he threw one, and the one before I thought it was a little off, but I knew I had to stay in the at bat, and he threw one and put a good swing.
Today, just an example of just keep grinding away that eventually you knew something was going to break through.
Yeah, for sure. Always in this sport, you always you gotta grind, and especially the at bats. They're not easy. Facing guys like that, they got a lot of good arms, so you gotta grind every at bat.
How happy are you for Kyle? His first walk-off hit since his major league debut in 17.
Oh, super happy. I didn't know that, but now I'm more happy. It was a fun one. It was a great game all around, and thank God we ended up with the W.
How good was Sonny?
Oh, he was great. He was great. Attacking the zone the whole day. 13 strikeouts. It's amazing. Obviously, against a team like that, it's pretty impressive. So it was a big day.
Come out with the victory, although you guys probably didn't play your best today.
It feels good. Especially being opening day and just being in front of our home fans after the season has started already. So just getting back home and coming out like that was it's electric. It kind of keeps you going even after the game. But it was definitely fun, great team over there, and just to be able to compete and fight like we did and come out with a W was something special for us to build off of.
How much energy does a guy like Sonny give you when he's out there just throwing K after K after K?
It's pretty impressive. Like, I saw him earlier today, and he was like moving out of the way, and I was like, I know what day it is. Pitchers got their own day, and I knew early today that he was locked in, and just see him go out there and do what he wanted to do and throw the pitches he wanted to throw was pretty impressive, and it shows who he is.
You guys have been pretty good recently, but you haven't been able to get over that hump. This year, you guys said you want to win and you want to win early. What do you think is the difference with this club compared to the years past?
We all just believe in one another. We pick each other up, and it's a lot of group of guys in here that's on the same page. And when we're on the same page like we are, it makes this coming in and day out a little bit easier to just be ourselves and play the game. And everybody that's in here can come out, be themselves, and play the game, and that kind of turns everybody else up. Once we see you being yourself, the electricity kind of just goes through the roof.
I know it's early, but you're smiling nonstop right now. How much fun are you having?
I'm having a lot of fun. This is probably one of the funnest opening days I've had. So for me to be able to say that this is a special group of guys for me, one of the best teams we done brought here. So for me, it's all about, like you said, all about winning. That's our biggest goal.
And the pitch clock obviously hasn't been around long. What do you see are the biggest changes so far with that?
Just more so the time, like cuts down a little bit shorter game. For me, my opinion, it don't really bother me too much. I kind of practiced that a little bit in the off season and got a little cheat code. So got my routine down a little bit.
All right, I'm good. Appreciate you.
Nice to meet you. What do you just think?
It was a twin in target field to walk it off.
Yeah, it was awesome. The fans were great. Sonny threw great. It was a good team win, honestly. We had some clutch hits. Miranda had a clutch hit, so it was a good team effort.
What were you guys seeing? Is it shadows maybe? Some of those on-base situations?
The shadows were really hard today. Hitters don't like to make excuses like that, but we'll take it to use an excuse of the shadows. Hard to catch back there as well. So, you just kind of have to take a shot and hopefully it finds a hole.
What did you see from Sonny dealing?
I said this today earlier. I played with Sonny in 19, 20, and 21, and today was probably the best I've seen him in a long time. So, he dominated, and all of his pitches were working, kept the hitters off balance, and Vasquez and him did a great job behind there.
Did you catch his reaction when he was walking off after the seventh and they gave him the ovation?
Yeah, he threw his hands in the air. Yeah, he doesn't normally do that. So it was cool to see Sonny show a little emotion.
I know it's early in the season, but what does a win like this do for a club?
Anytime we lost the series against Miami and then coming back here in front of a great crowd, you never know what win will, start a hot streak or what hit will start a hot streak in baseball. So I think you have to just play game by game, but when someone walks it off or someone, gets a big hit in a big situation, it can create some hotness in the clubhouse.
So you don't often see that sort of emotion from Sonny. How long do you think it's been since you saw that?
Gosh, that's a good question. Probably it might be 2020 when we were here. when he pitched last, when I was with him, when we clinched, he pitched the game after the game before we clinched, and he showed some emotions that game. But I mean, he's one of my best friends, so it's fun to watch him pitch.
Did you think that ball was going to sneak through the infield when you hit it?
Honestly, I didn't see it because of the shadows. I thought I knew I hit it okay, and it was up the middle, and it got past the pitcher, and I was just glad it got through.
Spaces loaded with a guy like Stanek on the mound kind of let you hone in on the fastball a bit more.
I was taking a strike because of just how wild he was at bat before with Solano, and so he threw me a good slider right then, and so I saw that one, and then he just threw me a four-seam up in the zone.
Was that how they played you last year? Was the middle just the way you would have been played against you last year? Or?
Honestly, the second baseman was on the other side of the bag last year.
Okay.
So with the shift,
the
yeah.
ball would have been the same.
Maybe so. Infield in, yeah, it would have been, but when the infield was back, the second baseman's usually on the left side of second. Mm-hmm.
Before the season started, you guys were talking at spring training about building confidence early. Where do you think you're at with that?
Yeah, I mean, restarting the confidence in Kansas City, honestly. We had a great series against them and then had a little struggle in Miami, but I think we're back now, and confidence is everything in baseball, so it's pretty good.